Want to prank your family with a hyper-realistic cake that looks just like a real Thanksgiving meal? Here, Grandpa, try the
turkey. He thinks it's real turkey.
Today I'm gonna show you how to make a shockingly realistic meal using simple techniques. And everything you need can be bought at the grocery store. This is gonna be fun. My name is Natalie Sideserf and I make cakes that don't look like cakes. And today I'm gonna show you how to make an easy, hyper-realistic cake of a Thanksgiving meal. I wanna show you how to make a cake of a turkey and all the fixins. But hyper-realistic cakes can get pretty difficult. So today I'm gonna keep it simple and use easy techniques that anyone can nail. The first dish is typically served in a bowl. This one looks good. I'm placing a mound of cake inside and I'm rounding out the edges. We are very lucky that mashed potatoes is a classic Thanksgiving side dish because they look just like buttercream. Pro tip. You can make your own buttercream or use store-bought buttercream. It's up to you. If you want the buttercream thicker, add powdered sugar. If you want it thinner, add milk, cream, or even a little water works. This already looks like potatoes, but just a few more steps will make it even more believable. I'm crushing up chocolate sprinkles, and this will be our dessert pepper. Look at that! It looks just like pepper. To include surprises in my hyper-realistic cakes. So rather than use a common cake decorating ingredient, we're gonna use Laffy Taffy to make butter. Whoever gets a bite of this butter is gonna get smacked in the face with banana flavor. Laffy Taffy is hard at room temperature, so I microwaved it for 3 seconds. Only a few seconds, it gets soft very quickly. I'm shaping it into a square, and we've got realistic banana butter. Did you think we're done? We are not done with these taters. Come on, come with me. We're taking a ride on the gravy boat. I'm filling a gravy boat with cake and buttercream. And now we can top it with some delicious caramel syrup because it looks just like gravy. How easy is that? This is good gravy. Now we've got to get started on the most time-consuming dish. We're making a whole meal today. Shortcuts are a must. So we're gonna turn this grocery store cake into a hyper-realistic turkey. This is a 10-inch round cake. I'm saving the buttercream because we're gonna use it. Now you can keep yours white if you want, but I'm turning mine Sideserf green. I'm cutting a piece off, and this will make a flat bottom for the turkey. I'm saving that chunk of cake because we're gonna use it later. When I turn the cake on its side, we've got a good start for the turkey body. I'm only carving a little cake off the top and cutting a V shape on the bottom. Now we're gonna bulk up the shoulders of the bird with more cake. Here I've got that piece of cake that I cut off earlier. I'm pulling the 2 layers apart and I can add them to the sides. The nice thing about making a turkey cake is that just like humans, they come in all different shapes and sizes. Some turkey bodies are more broad and some are more narrow. So as long as we capture a general turkey shape, it's gonna look good. I have these gaps that I wanna fill in with cake right here and here. And to do that, I'm gonna use the cake scraps that I carved away earlier. I'm squishing the cake and breaking it up. Now I'll add a scoop of mashed potatoes, which is buttercream. And once it's all mixed together, we're left with cake dough. It's great because you can pack it into simple shapes. And we're gonna use it to fill in the gaps of our cake. Just kind of smash it in there and we've got a turkey body. I'm using the leftover cake dough to shape the turkey legs. Now, I have an idea. I don't know if it's gonna work, but let's try. That's what this channel's all about, trying out new techniques. I have these small round sprinkles, and I'm placing them all over the turkey. You know how turkey skin is bumpy? Those bumps are feather follicles. They're like turkey goosebumps. I'm hoping that these sprinkles will look like bumpy turkey skin. We'll find out soon, but first I have to put this cake in the fridge so we can work on it while it's cold. While we wait, let's make another dish for our sweet Thanksgiving meal. Do you wear clothes or know someone who does? Well, get yourself some more by heading over to sideserfcakes.com. We just dropped a bunch of brand new designs. I'm wearing one one right now. The whole cake gang's here. And we have hats for each of the members of the cake gang. I love these hats so much. We also have this cute tumbler of Bob the Boba and fun new t-shirt designs in kid and adult sizes. I'll put a link below so you don't get lost on your way to the store. And now back to the cake. Do you call it stuffing or dressing? I've always called it stuffing. So let's make some stuffing out of cake. Instead of bread, I'm cutting chilled cake into cubes. I want to add color. Cranberries. To make this stuffing packable, so it's not just like loose pieces, I'm adding apricot jam. I can't mix this like I would if it were bread because the cake will start to fall apart. Bread is a lot tougher than cake, so I have to be gentle. I painted a sheet of wafer paper green and I'm breaking it up to look like it's seasoning. It's not totally necessary, but I have tons of wafer paper, so might as well use it. Let's go back to the bird so we have something to stuff with the stuffing. If you're subscribed and watch this channel, that means you're a member of the cake gang. And that means that you probably noticed that I don't use fondant very often. But today, that's exactly what we're gonna use to cover this cake. I'm using fondant for 2 reasons. The first is that fondant is pretty easy to find. You can likely find it around town or your local grocery store. I'll explain the second reason we're using fondant a little later. But first, let's use it to cover our turkey cake. We're about to find out if the sprinkles create bumpy turkey skin. It does! You can see the sprinkle bumps through the fondant. It's very subtle, but it looks good. These bumps are a great start, but I want to add even more texture. I'm gonna use this mat, but there's a bunch of other things you can use. Textured paper towel, or anything net-like will work. You can even add texture by hand using sculpting tools. The last thing I want is this turkey to be smooth. I want it lumpy. I rolled out fondant, folded it in half, and I'm shaping it into a turkey wing. I'm not getting too detailed because I have a really neat way to add realistic texture a little later. We still have one more side dish I want to make. I have to include the ever so controversial cranberry sauce from a can. Cranberry sauce from a can is gelatinous. I think that's why some people don't like it. The texture is jelly-like. I like it. I like that it's sweet and tart. Especially when everything else we eat on Thanksgiving is heavy and savory, like potatoes and turkey and bread. Do you like cranberry sauce? Do you like canned cranberry sauce? The easiest way to make a hyper-realistic cake of cranberry sauce is to use real cranberry sauce. I cut a few slices, and now I'm taking a round cutter and I'm pressing it on the top. Then I flip the cranberry and I press it on the other side. Now I should be able to pop out the center. And this piece here, I'm just gonna eat it. Now I can fill the center with cake. To cover the hole I just made, I'm placing one of the slices up against the cake. And there it is. Can you imagine someone in your family going in for a slice and seeing cake? Let's finish up the turkey and plate this feast. There's one more thing to add to the turkey before we add color, and it requires a pretzel rod. We're gonna turn it into a leg bone. I'm pressing fondant onto the pretzel, and I just shape it into a bone. I made 2, one for each leg. Now I'm pressing the pretzel into the cake. I'm adding a chunk of fondant just to blend the bone into the leg a little better. Fondant is hard to smooth out, but that's okay if it's a bit messy. It's just gonna get covered up with more texture and color and stuffing anyway. It's time to paint. I'm starting out with a golden brown. I'm diluting food color with some water, and I'm covering the whole cake. I'm dabbing the brush because it looks more realistic than keeping those brush strokes. The color should be splotchy and uneven. I'm adding darker, more cooked areas. And now it's time to use the technique that will truly make this bird look realistic. This is the second reason why I specifically used fondant for this cake. It's time to bust out the torch. Watch this. When you torch fondant, the sugar caramelizes, turning it a beautiful toasted brown. And it bubbles, creating a rough texture that looks just like cooked turkey skin. It's very similar to toasting a marshmallow. That means I have to be careful doing this. We all know what happens when you leave a marshmallow in a flame too long. What better way to make this cake look like a cooked turkey than cooking the cake? We're not done yet. For extra realism, we're gonna use Oreo cookies. I'm crushing the cookies up, And now I'm sprinkling them all over the cake. And we're about to get a second use out of the apricot jam because it's a great way to add realistic shine to the surface. To level up our turkey presentation, I'm garnishing a platter. I like the look of kale. Now I can place the turkey on top and stuff it. This is going to be an insane cake feast. And there you have it, a Thanksgiving meal made entirely of cake. I can't get over the color and texture of the turkey skin. I'm gonna serve this to my family like, today's special is vanilla frosting mashed potatoes with banana butter, chocolate sprinkle pepper, all topped with a caramel gravy. This cake looks like it was really hard to make, but in reality, we kept it simple with easy techniques. Let's cut the turkey and the sides. If you like this cake, let me know by liking this video and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And I'll see you next time for another cake.